Now passes it on to Catala. Good ball movement here by Uruguay. And unfortunately, Calfani can't find anything and throws up the air ball early. Ubetech now brings it up over the half, trying to back his man down, but Parodi is up for the battle. Zanotti now. Goes inside, Passos, good defense by the big man, but even better offense by Araújo. And he gets the two off the glass. That's going to be a real battle between those two tonight in the paint. Long shot from outside, and that's in and out from Fittipaldo. And Paraguay will come back the other way with Ubetech controlling things for them. Gets to the elbow, but pulls out. Araújo now with the ball. Long three. Another tough one, but a great offensive rebound there by Gabriel Peralta. Paraguay will slow things down with the new shot clock, but that's quickly dripped down to just 5 seconds. They'll have to make a move soon. That's a huge bomb from outside, and it's an air ball for that one. And Uruguay advance it back the other way quickly in the hands of Bruno Fittipaldo. Looks like he's picked up an injury. Not sure where it is. It looks maybe his arm or his hand. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, instantly grabs his hand. Always a dangerous area for basketball players. Most basketball players have got dislocated fingers and damaged joints on the hands. It's just a bit of a circumstance that happens to basketball players quite often. He's receiving attention on the sideline, and Paraguay will be very happy with the start they've had so far, leading this one 8-4 over Uruguay. Just under 3 minutes played in the game. And Fittipaldo will go to the bench. We'll have to wait and see whether that's a game ender for him. That will be disappointing. If it is, he's averaging 20.5 points a game for Uruguay. He's their top scorer, and without Batista in the roster, that really does take out a huge amount of their offense. Really opens the door for Paraguay here. Catala now going over to inbound the ball for Uruguay. He puts it into Calfani. Parodi now. Back to Catala. Catala for three. A little bit too heavy with that one, and Paraguay will bring down the rebound in the hands of Zanotti, but it's quickly back the other way, and Sanchez slows it up, comes back outside to Araújo, and he's got himself another 2 points. He's really started the game brightly. Parodi now to Catala. Ball ends up back with Parodi. Passos comes up and sets the screen. Parodi pulls up for the long two and hits string music. Sigh of relief for the Uruguayans as they managed to get their offense firing again. First 2 points of the game for Parodi. He's averaging just shy of 12 points a game through this qualification process so far. Araújo now looking to back down Passos. And that's going to be a foul called on Passos. Doesn't really need to use his hands. He's got the size advantage over Araújo, and I think Araujo's going to have a lot more joy if he actually tries to use his foot speed advantage over Passos. Doesn't really want to just get in a backing down fight against the big man. Ball comes out. Araújo from outside. Oh, he's hit another big three, and Paraguay have started sprightly here in Asunción in what is an absolutely critical game for them. Catala now moves the ball well. That's Calfani. Looks to go into the post. It's stripped away. Sanchez looks to go long with the ball. Is it stolen away by Uruguay? Yes, it is. Quick ball movement to the corner. Calfani nails the three. My mistake. It was Cabot that nailed the three. Long shot from outside, can't get that one to go, and Uruguay will come away. I'm not sure that's the shot that Paraguay will want. Peralta on the outside, only shooting 13% from the perimeter so far in the first 4 games of qualification. Cabot now trying to battle his way to the basket, and he picks the foul up on Ubertek. Quick change of direction, change of speed, catches Ubertek on his back foot, draws the foul. First team foul of the game for Paraguay. Now into the hands of Calfani, who comes back up to Cabot. Cabot, little crossover inside to Passos. Passos back out to Calfani. Back inside to Passos. He's established deep down in the paint. No real choice there for Paraguay but to foul him. Well, Lopez is the man who does it. Sends Passos to the line for 2 shots. Once Passos gets the ball that low in the paint. Oh, sorry, non-shooting foul. It's an out of bounds, and it's in the hands of Parodi. He's short with the 3. He'll get it back, though. But it's stolen away by Paraguay. Good hustle on the defensive end by them. Sanchez trying to fight his way to the basket, and he's fouled on the way by Cabot. Trying to fight his way over the screen. Marco Cabot picks up the foul. Be a sideline ball for Paraguay, and Vallejos will go over to inbound it. Trying to find it into the hands of Sanchez. Eventually Lopez manages to. Back to Lopez. He'll pull the trigger on a long 2. Flat trajectory, but nothing but the bottom of the basket for Lopez. Been part of the senior national team setup since 2010, Adolfo Lopez. And they'll be wanting an awful lot from him this evening. Oh, nice spin move by Calfani. Great ball movement on the perimeter, and it's put up and it's drained from the corner. That's a big shot for Uruguay. As Catala takes his tally up to 5. Into the corner, Sanchez for 3. A little bit heavy on that one, and Passos will rip down the rebound. Uruguay slow it down. Parodi now. Calfani trying some moves and comes back out to Cabot, and he drains the 3. And Uruguay take the lead with a little under 3.5 minutes left on this first quarter. Cabot up to an early 6 points. 2 triples for him. Oh, get out, says Passos, and Uruguay are out at the races. But no joy, this high tempo has taken over the game, and Vallejos now to Lopez. Lopez looking to feed the post, back out of Vallejos. 3-second violation called. Way too long in the paint. Good defense by Uruguay. And Peralta will go to the bench after that one. Into the game is Borsellini for Uruguay. And Zaguirre's come into the game as well. Cabot now to Parodi. Borsellini sets the screen. Goes to the corner to Cabot. Can't get it to go. Ball comes back out though. Good offensive rebounding there. Borsellini working hard. He floats inside. Looks like there was a lot of contact, but the refs are letting it go. Good hustle by Borsellini. Doesn't give up on it. And Cabot now with quick feet manages to come back out to Calfani. Calfani drives inside. Oh, should have made the 2, but he comes up short on that one. Vallejos looks like he was fouled as well. A lot of contact at the moment. Sanchez now drives to the basket. Foul's called this time on Parodi, as Sanchez looks to find a seam to slice through to the basket. Little hesitation and fake. Puts Parodi onto the wrong side. And Sanchez will go to the line for 2 shots. Not really proved himself from the line so far in the qualifications, just shooting 33% from the 3-throw line. But Sanchez averaging 9 points a game. His highlight of qualification was in game 3 in the second window. Scored 12 points against Panama. Already taken his total up to 4. Ties the game at 16 apiece with 2:13 left in the first quarter. And Paraguay re-secure the lead. That'll see Sanchez going to the bench. He's had a strong opening phase of play, and into the game comes Riveros, who instantly takes on his defensive responsibilities. Guarding Vidal, who's into the game for the first time also. Oh, it's stolen away. Vallejos can't hold on to it though. Good anticipation of the passing lane, dives into it, almost manages to hold on to it, but can't quite. There's only 6 seconds left on the shot clock though. Uruguay will have to work hard. They're inbounding the ball from their own half, and Vidal now goes long but throws it straight out of bounds. So Paraguay will be given possession where it was inbounded by Uruguay, as there was no touch of the ball. That will advance it into the front court for Paraguay. Alejandro Peralta puts it into Vallejos. Ball goes down into the low post. Spin move by Araujo, and he can't get it to go. It's come off Araujo, and he's touching his head. He's certainly not being cut. You think he's being slightly dramatic for the officials there. This is him going to work. It's a quick spin move by the big man, but the spin move was way too low. Left himself with no real angle for the shot. Cabot now goes to the corner. Offensive foul is called. An illegal screen. And Paraguay will take possession as, quite clear there. Borsellini didn't wait for Vallejos to clear the screen. Just tried rolling while he was still setting the screen. Easy call for the officials to make. Vallejos now. Ball comes to Peralta. He quickly moves the ball. A little bit short on that one, and scrappy phase of play as we close out the first quarter. Another tough shot by Uruguay, and Cabot will come away with it. Riveros will come away with it for Paraguay. It's knocked out of bounds though by Vidal, and Paraguay will retake possession. Riveros, 27-year-old point guard. Played all 4 games so far in this World Cup qualifier. Vallejos now has it knocked away. Still going to be a Paraguayan ball. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. 50.5 seconds on the first quarter clock. 2 or 3 more possessions in this quarter to go. Riveros now looks to inbound it and does so to Peralta. Peralta looking to back his man down. Offensive foul. So easy for the officials to call. Left the dribble behind and just barged his man out of the way. Easy call for the officials there as Peralta picks up the foul, and a turnover for Paraguay. 46 seconds to play now here in the first quarter, and Paraguay hold a slender 1-point lead. They'll be reasonably happy so far, as Vidal tries to find a way to the basket. A foul is called. Vidal, fouled on his way to the basket by Riveros, and Uruguay will regain possession. About a 20-second differential shot clock and game clock. Foul is called on Vallejos. Fittipaldo and Borsellini there playing a little two-man pick and roll game. And Viejos getting caught in the middle of it and picking up the foul. Let's watch the replay. Yeah, quite clear there. Viejos holding on to Borsellini. Borsellini goes to the line for 2 shots. This is his first game in the World Cup qualifiers. Was part of the roster for the recent AmeriCup campaign for Uruguay. Made his debut back in 2005 AmeriCup, so part of the international setup for 13 years now. The 32-year-old really is in the twilight of his career, particularly internationally, and he'll be wanting to work hard to make it to the big show in China next year. World Cup qualification may not come round many more times for Borsellini in his career, so every game is crucial for him personally. Viejos now looking to use the last seconds of this first quarter clock. Uses the screen set by Araujo. Araujo in the low post, 5 seconds to play. What's he going to do? Backs his way to the basket. Strong move, way too low again. Borsellini grabs the rebound, and that will be all the action for the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, we have a tied game. Paraguay 17, Uruguay 17 in this critical World Cup qualifier. It couldn't be closer. Paraguay will be reasonably happy with their performance so far, but they really do need to walk away with a win tonight if any hope of making it to the World Cup finals is to survive. Second quarter just round the corner. Welcome back to the Estadio Deportivo San Jose here in Paraguay. There's your stats from the first quarter. And I think the shooting percentages really do reflect the game. We're tied 17 to Paraguay, 17 to Uruguay. It has been a close game throughout, back and forth affair. Teams trading baskets. Not a high scoring affair so far, but that really will suit Paraguay. They're a low scoring team. They don't want to get into an offensive shootout with Uruguay. That would see the Uruguayans certainly take the upper hand in this contest if that were to happen. And for Paraguay, it is a must-win. If they lose this evening, that sees them exit this World Cup qualification. They'll have one more game on Sunday, but they'll have no chance of making it through to the second phase of qualification. As for Uruguay, their fate is already sealed. They're through to the second round of qualification. But the wonderful thing about this new structure is that every single game counts. They can't afford to lose a game because all of the results from this first phase carry through to the second phase of qualification and will ultimately impact their chances of making it to the World Cup finals in China next year. Seconds away from the start of this second quarter. Here in Asunción, Peralta puts it into Viejos. Progresses it over the half as he is being harassed by Cabot. Sorry, Riveros was harassing him, and that's Cabot trying to get to the basket strongly. Riveros trying to go strong to the basket with Cabot harassing him. He's fouled on his way there, though, so that's a quick early team foul for Uruguay. Riveros now looks to float it. It's almost knocked away, and Lopez can only just about hold on to it. It goes to the baseline, and Peralta manages to get the ball away. And Araujo can't quite get the putback, but Paraguay squandered quite a few opportunities for an easy basket there, and Uruguay might make them pay for that now. Vidal with the ball for Uruguay. To Calfani, back to Vidal, now into the low post to Borsellino. To Fittipaldo for the jumper. He's short on that one, and Viejos will come away with a rebound, and bring it up over the half for Paraguay. Looking for options inside, and it's almost stripped away. That's good hands by Calfani, but he can't keep it on the court, so it'll be a Paraguayan ball on the side. Calfani had a big game back in November in their second qualification game. A big double-double from him, 15 points, 12 rebounds in the reverse to this fixture. He'll be hoping to replicate that, but away comes Vidal with the ball, and it's stripped away by Sanchez. Great defense by Ramon Sanchez. Still be a Uruguayan ball on the baseline, though. Just over a minute into the second quarter, and no one yet to make a dent on the scoreboard. Calfani throws a wild pass, and it goes straight out of bounds. Another turnover for Uruguay, and you can see Coach Luis Orono there for Paraguay, hoping that his team can pick up their much-needed first win of qualification this evening. Peralta looks to throw it inside to Roja, and it's way too far for him, and Uruguay will come away with it. Quick ball movement, finds it into the hands of Fittipaldo. He can't get it to go. Oh, but a big rebound by Vidal. He's only 1.80 meters, but he got up strong in the paint there for the offensive rebound, and he gives his team the lead. That's a tough move with Sanchez on his back. 10-centimeter height advantage Sanchez had over Vidal there, but it didn't count in the rebounding battle. Riveros now. It's knocked out of bounds off the hands of Fittipaldo, so Paraguay will retain possession, but the shot clock's down to 13. Paraguay will make the change as Riveros goes to the bench. And a long shot, nothing there as Melone comes into the game for the first time for Paraguay. And Zanotti's into the game also. Zanotti had a big game in the reverse of this fixture in November, scored 19 points against Uruguay. Good ball movement here by the team in blue. Borsellini looking to go to work. Looks like there was a foul there. Has to throw it up in the air. Looking to get his own offensive rebound, but doesn't as Araujo corrals it and outlets the ball. Zanotti now. Back to Araujo. Araujo for three. Short on that one. Fittipaldo now controlling things for Uruguay. Comes back out to Zaguirre, and he drains the big three. That could be a very big shot indeed. Not content with hitting the three, wants the foul call. Officials not hearing it though. Officials telling him no more complaining, please, and that's a timeout called by Coach Orono. He needs to talk it over with his team as Uruguay move into a 5-point lead.
Tenemos puño, tenemos cuernos, tenemos cuatro, hagámoslo, tenemos rombo con bebencho, hagámoslo completo. Pero dejen de jugar.
Salimos solos, Marco. Las indirectas salimos solos. El bloqueo directo. Cuando hay fondo acá, Bruno ataca y el grande acompaña. O si no, reversión y lo volvemos a sacar en indirecta. ¿Está entendido? Si hay fondo con Bruno, pac, y lo volvés a sacar en indirecta. Tenés que ser más incisivo en el aro contra la UFO. Es un dribbling y me voy. Está claro, bien abierto.
Interesting timeouts there. Both coaches trying to get their points of view across. A quick look at the stats, and Araujo is leading the scoring for Paraguay with 7 points. That said, not very efficient so far, only 3 for 9. And Cabot is leading things for Uruguay with 6 points. Both of those coming from the perimeter. All 6 of those points coming from the perimeter. Ubertech now with the ball. Quick ball movement back to Ubertech. Off to the right with that one. Big rebound by Gabriel Peralta. Into the hands of Zanotti. Zanotti asking his teammate to clear out. Little fake, jumps in, tough shot. Throws up an air ball. A little bit impetuous with his shot selection there, Bruno Zanotti. He'll need to have a calmer head. Fittipaldo now to Cabot. Cabot for three. Oh, another big three. Back-to-back triples for Uruguay, and it's blown the game open a little bit now. Up to an 8-point lead, their biggest lead of the game so far. A little over 6 minutes to play in this second quarter. And Paraguay haven't scored so far in the second quarter. Araujo now throws it away as Passos smothers him in defense. Foul's going to be called on Sanchez. A little shake of the body from Cabot was enough to draw Sanchez in for the foul. Sanchez picks up his first foul, and Araujo goes to the bench. Inside to Passos, stripped away. What a great defensive play by Paraguay. They doubled down on the big man, and they needed to get the ball away from him. Great work there by Peralta. Peralta facing up now, pulls up for the three. Off the back of the iron and out, and Paraguay is settling for some tough shots at the moment. Cabot now slowing things down on the outside. Passos sets the screen. And Passos is slightly lucky to not get away with an offensive foul there. He leaned his hip into the screen, but the blocking foul has been called on Paraguay. And that one's going to be called on Adolfo Lopez. So it'll be a sideline ball for Uruguay. Just a second team foul of the quarter for Paraguay. Clean quarter so far. Uruguay have only picked up one foul as well. Cabot now using the screen set by Izaguirre. Goes inside to Izaguirre to Passos. Passos, strong move to the basket. Can't get it to go. Hits the ground hard as his legs get tangled up. With Barrero. See him go strong to the basket. Goes for the rebound. His legs get tangled. The big man hits the hardwood hard. He's quick to his feet though, and be a baseline ball for Paraguay. Uruguay will make a change as Catala comes back into the game, but the ball's inbounded to Passos. Now into the hands of Parodi. Back to Passos. He can't quite hold on to it, but manages to keep it inbounds. Shot clock down to 5. Parodi from way downtown. Too heavy with that one. And big rebound by Barrero. And away come Paraguay with the ball. Into the low post now. And they'll look to work it inside in the hands of Peralta. Can't get the basket to go, but he can draw the foul off Izaguirre. That's the first foul for Izaguirre, and Peralta will go to the line for 2 shots. We can see the hands on him here. Little shove of the elbow as well. Connects with the first, and that's a much needed point for Paraguay. So much so it's their actual first point of the quarter. It's taken them 5 minutes and 16 seconds to put a point up on the board in this first quarter, and thankfully for them, Peralta connects with both. Down to a 6-point ball game now. Parodi to Izaguirre, inside to Passos. He'll use his upper body strength to secure position. Can't get it to go though. Passos is having a bit of a nightmare so far. He's 0 from 3, and pretty much all his shots are from a foot away. That's Lopez's third foul. He's picked up early fouls trying to defend Passos. Passos now comes back out to Izaguirre, who gives it up to Parodi. Fittipaldo goes inside to Passos. He can't get it to go again, but he can get it to go that time. 5th time lucky for Passos, and he gets his first points of the game to go along with his 3 rebounds. Oh, that's a beautiful handoff by Riveros. Unfortunately, they can't make it count. 4 minutes to play in the first half, and Parodi floats to the basket with a beautiful little right-hand teardrop. Ubitic comes back out to Peralta, drives inside, and he's fouled by Passos. Uruguay out to a double-digit lead now. Peralta will look to bring that back down to single digits from the line. And here's a replay of the foul call. Passos unfortunately turned into the man. If he just stood square, it'd have been a great defensive stand, but he turned sideways to Peralta, so made it an easy call for the officials, and they made the right call. Peralta hits another one from the line. Takes his personal tally up to 4 points. And that'll be the 5th point for him. Shot very well so far from the line. All 5 of his points from the line. Parodi now using a Horns offense. Izaguirre will look to hand it off. Parodi looking for options inside, and as he tries to feed it, Borsellino in the low post. It comes off the foot of Diego Lesme. So there'll be 14 seconds on the shot clock for Uruguay. Cabot now with the ball. Borsellino, pick and roll. He's lucky to get away with that screen as he looked to roll into the defender. Ball is skipped to Izaguirre, and Izaguirre won't get the shot off in time, and that's great defense by Paraguay. It's phases of play like that can really change the momentum in a game. If you're struggling offensively, locking it down on the defensive end really does give you a bit of a psychological boost. Peralta to Lesme. Lesme now hands it off to Barrera. Barrera comes back out to Peralta. Little hesitation, drives inside, right-hand floater. And it really is the Gabriel Peralta show here in this second quarter for Paraguay. He's managed to bring it down to just a 6-point ball game now. Borsellino goes to the basket and is fouled. Wait to see which player this one's called on. That one's going to be called on Ramon Sanchez. He picks up his second foul. Beautiful pick and roll, and Borsellino goes strong, and he's hammered from behind by Ramon Sanchez. Needs to be careful. You see the Uruguayan coach in the background there. Coach Signorelli calling for an unsportsmanlike foul, and it wasn't a crazy thing for him to ask for. Borsellino now at the line for 2. Gets the first to go. Applies his trade for Biguá in the top division in Uruguay. Drains the second. Takes his personal account up to 4 points. 2:39 left here in the second quarter. Lesme will come out of the game for Paraguay. Slightly frustrated with the lack of time he's seen, but they've brought Araujo back into the game, and they're quick to advance the ball in the hands of Ubitic. Sanchez now into Araujo. It's stripped away. It's come off the hands of Araujo, and it's going to be a Uruguayan ball. He's not happy with his teammates. It's a bit difficult for him to be crossed though, and he may be leading them in scoring, but he's also shot the ball 9 times for just 7 points. Just under 2.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter, and Parodi with the ball for Uruguay. Fittipaldo now floats inside, soft right hand and gets the roll. Fittipaldo up to 5 points. Peralta had a very strong second quarter, but he's thrown it away that time, and it's quickly intercepted by Calfani. And the ball's into the corner for Cabot. He's short on that one, and it's another rebound by Peralta. That's his 4th of the game. At the elbow, fakes a shot, goes inside. They look for the offensive foul, but instead Peralta gets the score, and Calfani is left forlorn on the ground as a timeout is called. Both teams will talk it over as we enter the final stages of this first half. And every basket counts in situations like this. Paraguay 25, Uruguay 33. Let's listen to these timeouts.
Vamos a sacar a Bruno acá. Quito esto. Si no toma el tiro Bruno, vas profundo.
Del otro lado puede ser.
Del otro lado, correcto. Del otro lado. Pepo, enfocás del otro lado. Mati, reversión a Marco.
Falta ser más agresivo. Estamos jugando el 4 acá, el 5 acá y todo el mundo la pone en el piso. Déjenlo al base. El 4 y el 5 acá y los aleros en el fondo. Y empecemos a jugar. Ahora jugás 0, 4 y 5. Cortan los aleros, la pongo, bola interior y a definir rápido.
Están doblando, Guille, están doblando.
Sí, porque...
Coach Arono there for Paraguay, really trying to emphasize the changes that he wants his team to make for this final 1 minute and 34 of the second quarter. And there's the player that really has kept them in the game. Gabriel Peralta has had a very, very strong quarter on both ends of the floor. One of the only offensive producers so far in this quarter for Paraguay, as they trail by 8 points to Uruguay. Oh, big rejection by Barrero. He never gave up on that one, and Fittipaldo didn't see him coming across to block the shot. Ubertech now with the ball. Brian Sanchez, who looks to go inside to Araujo, and Araujo is fouled by Borsellino. He puts his hands on his head saying no foul, ref, and it certainly looked like a foul from where we were. Let's have a closer look at it. He's got an arm bar on him, but instantly goes and puts a hand on his back and reaches in. I'm not sure what case he can plead for innocence there as he picks up his second foul. It was a clear foul. Ubertech now, pick and roll with Araujo, skips it to the wing instead. It's a long three from outside, my goodness me! What a huge, huge shot by Barrero there. Such a difficult shot for him to take. Nails his first shot of the game and brings it back within 5 points now. Paraguay 28, Uruguay 33, and this really does show how serious both coaches are taking it. Uruguay will call the timeout as they want to make sure they make the most of every single possession they get.
Va a estar Pepo acá, jugamos el short roll ahí, pase, Marcos en el lado. Vos te vas al otro lado, o Pepo se va y vos contás y lo juegan contigo. Mati, short roll, pase.
Ahora, si jugamos 0, el alero que le pasa a Guille, el otro se va interno. Este jugador bloquea al 1 para que venga acá, gira y cae. Cosa que si él se descuida,
un pique y me
pongo la bandeja.
Doy un pique
y si
y
no
me
sale,
doy.
lucho tiro.
Si nos queda 40, hacemos ataque.
Both coaches making sure their teams are on the same page. And here's a look back at that huge Peralta shot. Had a hand in his face, falling out of bounds. And to the joy of the crowd here, they hear nothing but string music as he drains that one. We're down to 50 seconds now in this second quarter. Uruguay lead by 5. That score on the screen's not right. They haven't taken the Barrera score on yet. Spin move inside, but it's stolen away, but it's come off the hands of Paraguay. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. 37.7 seconds left on the second quarter clock, and Paraguay trail 28-33 here. Cabot now inbounds to Borsellino. Fittipaldo tries to feed it to Borsellino, and it's off the foot, the Paraguayan player. So there's a 14-second reset on the shot clock, 31.5 seconds on the game clock. So 17-second differential. Borsellino now back to Cabot. Cabot looks to drive inside. Oh, he's blocked, but the foul is called. Looks like a tough call. Be interested to see the replay. Barrero on the trail. Looked like he got a clean block. Officials have called the foul. Let's have a look at the replay. Quick feet by Cabot. Yeah, catches him on the head. Great call by the officials. Absolutely a foul. It looked like a good play, but it was a foul. That's the quality of the FIBA officials for you. Don't need VAR in basketball. I think the FIBA officials have got it inbuilt. Got their own video replay system in their heads. They're able to see it. Pretty much every call they get in this game so far has been spot on. Cabot takes himself to double digits, extends it out to 11 points now for him personally. And, just over a second differential between game clock and shot clock, so it's likely Paraguay will take the final shot of this half. Ubetech now down to 7. Araujo goes inside, way too heavy off the backboard. Barrero too heavy, he's thrown out, gets it back. He'll throw it inside to Araujo, but it's stripped away. And the long heave is blocked. Calfani can't get it away, and that will see the end of the half. The Sanchez block will be the last action of the first half, and both teams go to the locker room. Paraguay 28, Uruguay 35, in what's been an interesting tactical first half of basketball here in Asunción. Still everything to play for in the final 20 minutes as the teams will come back to the floor to fight it out for this crucial, crucial win. There's some of the stats from the first half for you. As you can see, reasonably evenly balanced for both teams, and they have been on the floor. Uruguay have just been a little bit more effective on the offensive end. Higher shooting percentages has meant that they have a 7-point lead. There's your leaders in categories. Cabot leads all scorers. Peralta's had a strong first half. 8 points, 4 boards for him. Nothing really on the assists. 3 turnovers for Araujo. He has had a bit of a shocking first half so far. He'll be hoping to change that up in the second half. He's an important part of the Paraguayan system. But both teams will be keen to come out and make a mark early in that third quarter. And here are some of the highlights from this first half for you to enjoy. Paraguay got out to a good start, but Uruguay were quick to answer. Peralta really has been an important part of the puzzle. He's got 8 points, 4 rebounds and a steal to his name in just 14 minutes of play. And Paraguay have struggled to get any offense from the bench. Only 2 points coming off their bench from Adolfo Lopez. No one else with points from the bench for Uruguay. For Paraguay, whereas you look at Uruguay, and they've had 8 players score on their team. Marcos Cabot leads them with 11 points, 3 boards, an assist and a steal. And then Fittipaldo and Catala have 5 points apiece as well. So a reasonably balanced offense there by Uruguay. They're shooting 41.4% from the field, whilst Paraguay are only shooting 33.3%. And it's mistakes like that that are going to cost Paraguay greatly in this game. And remember, it is a must-win game tonight. Paraguay need to win tonight. They have to hope that Panama lose to Argentina, which they have. I can update you there. Argentina have won that one 87-62. So if Paraguay win tonight, they need to beat Panama by 21 or more points on Sunday for Paraguay to take that final progression spot. Uruguay, they've already got their spot secured in the second qualification phase. This is all about having the best possible record to take forward with them. Every single win and loss will count in the second qualification phase. So Uruguay really will want to continue their momentum and pick up their 4th win of this qualification process here in Asunción. But we've got plenty more action for you coming up in the second half. Make sure you don't miss any of it. Come back and join us, where we will see who will come away from this one the winners. Will it be Paraguay or will it be Uruguay? Make sure you come back to find out. Welcome back to Asunción as Paraguay take on Uruguay in a FIBA 2019 World Cup qualifier. An interesting first 20 minutes. Paraguay trail 28-35 to Uruguay. And they've really relied heavily on Gabriel Peralta. He's got 8 points and 4 boards. He leads the Paraguayans. Whilst for Uruguay, it's Marcos Cabot. He has 11 points, 3 boards, an assist and a steal to his name. But the Uruguayan offense has been more spread and more effective. They're shooting 41.4% from the field compared to just 33.3% for Paraguay. And there's your difference, that shooting percentage. That has led to the 7-point lead for Uruguay. And for Paraguay, this is a do-or-die moment. They need to win tonight if they are to keep any hope of making it through to the World Cup finals in China. For Uruguay, they already know they've secured a place in the second phase of qualification. But every single result that they notch up in this first phase carries forward to the second phase. So they know they want to walk away with a win tonight. That would progress them to a 4-1 record and keep them top of Group A. And that would knock Paraguay out. And it would also hand Panama an advancement alongside Argentina. So it would be Uruguay, Argentina and Panama that would progress from Group A if Uruguay win here this evening. If Paraguay win, then it'll all go down to Sunday's game as Paraguay will take on Panama. They'll need to beat Panama by 21 points or more. If they do, Paraguay go through, Panama go out. If they don't, Panama will be the team to advance to the second phase of qualification. So we're just minutes away now from the start of the second half here in Paraguay at the Estadio Deportivo San Jose. And both coaching staffs will have been working hard in the half-time break to realign their team, get them back on track, point them in the right direction for the win. Araujo has been an important part of the Paraguayan team in the first half. He's got himself 7 points, couple of boards. Not the most efficient offense, though. Only hit 3 from 10 from the field. They'll be wanting more from him in the second half. And you imagine Coach Signorelli, who's been a head coach since 1993, will be just saying same again to his team. They're halfway there. Whilst Luis Sorono, the head coach for Paraguay, will need to change things for his team for them to get back into this one. It really is a must-win game. As we come back onto the floor, it will be Uruguay to start things from the halfway line here in Asunción as we have the final 20 minutes of action for you in this FIBA World Cup qualifier. Ball inbounded to Parodi. Parodi now at the top, looking for options in front of him. Cabot now inside to Calfani, into Passos. Passos waits. Good hesitation there from the big man, and he gets the 2 to go. Stretches the lead out to 9. As Araujo goes to the basket, strong. Passos plays some good defense, but the loose ball comes out to Sanchez. Gabriel Peralta drives to the basket, picks up the foul from Calfani. That's Calfani's first foul of the game. First team foul of the quarter for Uruguay as well, with 34 seconds into this third quarter. Juvetech now looking to inbound it and does so to Araujo. It's thrown away though by Sanchez, and that'll be a turnover ball and Uruguay will pick up. Cabot now gives it up to Calfani. Calfani drives to the basket off the glass. He's fouled, so he'll go to line for 2, and the foul's going to be called on Gabriel Peralta. First foul for him, and Calfani will go to the line for 2 shots. Shooting 73% from the line so far during these qualifiers. Matthias Calfani. That's his first points of the game. Averaging 8.8 points per game, but more importantly for Uruguay, he's pulling down 7 rebounds per game in these qualifiers. Such an integral part of what they do. Misses the second though, so takes it to a double-digit lead. 28 to Paraguay, 38 to Uruguay. Ubertech now. To Zanotti, to Peralta, back to Ubertech. To Larojo, he can't get it to go. Calfani now out of the races to Parodi. Parodi back to Calfani, in and out. It's knocked away and Zanotti gets it out quickly to Ubertech. He goes in amongst the trees, he can't get it to go and it's knocked away by Calfani. Good transition defense there by Uruguay. Peralta looks for the 3, takes the 3. A little bit short on that one, and Passos picks up the unchallenged rebound. Calfani now, nice spin move along the baseline. Oh, zipped past to Parodi. Great quick ball movement here by Uruguay. But Cabot is fouled by Ubertech. Just quick movement there by Cabot, and Ubertech reaches in. Pathos now will hand it off to Fittipaldo, inside to Passos. Two-handed jam by the big man. Easier 2 points for Passos. Takes his tally up to 6. Extends the lead out to 12. This is a game-high lead now for Uruguay. Ubertech. Little 2-man game with Peralta. Pulls up at the elbow for the jumper. Comes up short with that one, but Peralta grabs another rebound. That's his 6th of the night. Drives inside, hands it off to Araujo. Araujo draws the foul from Calfani. That's 2 quick fouls on Calfani. He complains from the officials that Araujo has gone in with his elbows raised. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, it's not really a complaint to be had. He does get caught with the elbow, but it's a natural positioning for Araujo to put his hands. Misses the first free throw of the night. Back to the line for the second. Gets the second to rattle home. Takes his tally to 8 points. Parodi now uses a screen from Passos. Offensive foul, easy call for the officials. Passos not waiting to take the contact and then to move, just kind of corralled his man in the screen, as you can see, ran him down. Sanchez no chance of fighting through that one. So offensive foul called, and that'll send Passos to the bench on his 3rd foul. Ubertech brings it up over the half. Being guarded closely by Parodi. Zanotti now uses the screen set by Peralta. Zanotti, little hesitation, drives the baseline, skips it back out, but Parodi intercepts in the passing lane. Looks to go behind the back, but is picked up by Calfani, who'll get the 2 off the glass. And the officials will stop the game as Parodi's left an awful lot of sweat on the floor, and it's a bit of a danger, particularly in that position just under the basket on the baseline. We don't need to see any players getting injured. Great read by Parodi on the passing lane, and look at Calfani working hard to get out in transition, and that's what you get when you do. You get the reward of 2 points off the glass. 13-point lead for Uruguay now. 6:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez drives the baseline. They close the door on him though. A foul is called. We'll wait to see who the foul is called on. That's going to be called on Cabot. That's his second foul of the game. Fourth team foul of the quarter for Uruguay, though. So they're in the penalty early. 6:40 left to play in this quarter. That could be a way back into the game for Paraguay. As Zanotti goes to the bench for Paraguay, and Barrero comes in. Barrero made his senior debut back in 2012. He's averaging 3 points and 3.5 rebounds per game so far in the qualifiers. Peralta can't get that one to go. And Uruguay will come away with it in the hands of Perotti. Into the corner to Fittipaldo. He's short for the three, and Ubitech will grab the rebound. Back to Peralta, and the offensive foul is called. That looks like a tough call from where I am. Peralta's called for the offensive foul. Interesting to see the replay on this one. Ooh, I think that's a tough call on Peralta myself. He doesn't look like he's anywhere near stationary. Cafani's easily moving sideways. Can see why Peralta's frustrated with that one. Always tough for the officials to make a call at full pace like that, though. Fittipaldo will go to the bench for Uruguay. Perotti now to Calfani. Back to Perotti. Borsellino sets the screen and rolls. Perotti doesn't find him though, and it's intercepted by Peralta. He's out at the races. One hand jam by the big man. And Calfani loses his footing on what must be some sweat on the floor. He takes down the Paraguayan player with him as well, but Peralta finishes with authority on that. He's up to 10 points personal now, along with 6 rebounds. We'll see the jam again. Calfani hits the deck hard. Vidal into the game now. Perotti now receives the ball on the outside, looking for options, gets it to Borsellino. Borsellino looks to set a screen. Oh, what a great play by Perotti. Just weaves his way, picks his way through the Paraguayan defense and gets himself 2 points off the glass. Perotti really has provided some control for the Uruguayans on the offensive end. Uruguay will come back with it again. Hands of Cabot. And back to Cabot for the three. He's off left with that one, and Barrero will pull down the rebound for Paraguay. Villejos now controlling things on the offensive end for Paraguay. Back out to Araujo, wide open for three. Little too heavy on that one, and Uruguay come away with the offensive rebound, but Perotti has it stripped away by Barrero. Villejos now slows it down. Barrero working hard in the post. He's going to have to kick it back out. Looked like a travel, no call though. Villejos goes to the basket, gets his own offensive rebound. Good ball movement. Sanchez inside. Calfani comes in and hammers him. Calfani called for the foul. Sanchez floats inside and Calfani meets him well but brings his arms forward, so Sanchez will go to the line for 2 shots. .422 left in this third quarter. Uruguay holding the commanding 13-point lead. Can't connect with the first of his 2 from the line. Does connect with the second. And Sanchez will head to the bench, and into the game comes Riveros. Vidal now with the ball for Uruguay. To Fittipaldo, it's stolen away once again by Peralta, and another one-handed thunder jam, and he punches the air. That's exactly the kind of play Paraguay need to get back into this game. Something that gets the crowd into the game, something that gets the team pumped. And Peralta is here to serve it up. That's 12 points for Peralta now. Vidal to the basket, out to Borsellino. To the corner. Oh, that really is a dagger shot. From the corner, what a big shot from Fittipaldo. That is certainly a way to answer a dunk. As Peralta steals it and gets out with the hammer dunk, and the punch on the air really has got his teammates pumped. But what a way to calm the storm. Fittipaldo drains a three from the corner for Uruguay. Back out to a 13-point lead. Peralta drives inside. Another two for him. He really has taken Paraguay on his back in this third quarter. Perotti, hesitation on the dribble. Good defense by Verhejos, but it's out of bounds, so it's still going to be a Uruguayan ball. Timeout has been called as the Uruguayan head coach Marcello Signorelli wants to talk it over, so we'll head into those huddles, see if we can make out what the changes will be.
Hey, Junior, y vos, por si ven un poco. ¿Cómo puede ser que todas las veces el defensor queda al lado del
Pueden salir. Nosotros ni estamos y va a pasar la montaña.
Escuchame una cosa.
Se dieron cuenta cómo es, no podemos perder más rebote defensivo. Pones el pique arriba, y sacás a Bruno. Hey, no podemos perder más rebote defensivo, vamos todo al rebote defensivo.
Este viene y mete acá, y yo ataco hasta la línea de fondo para tirar, y caigo. Y en el 4 o el 5, en lugar de subir acá, subo acá. O sea, hago este triángulo ofensivo.
Vamos. Podemos a otra transición. Porque si vos querés pararte en cero, se te puede venir con la bola.
Bueno, entonces larga la bola.
Both timeouts crucial for both teams. We're entering the crunch phase of the game. 3:17 left in the third quarter. Uruguay with a reasonably comfortable 11-point lead. But they know it may not be enough. There's your bench points. Paraguay only 5 points off the bench. Uruguay spreading the love a little bit more. 19 points from Uruguayan bench. A long shot from Fittipaldo. Can't get that one to drop. He was hoping for back-to-back triples. Riveros now slides his way inside. Little left hand off the glass. No joy there, and Vidal will bring it back for Uruguay. Borsellino sets the screen. Vidal trying to pick his way through the Paraguayan defense. Manages to get a shot off, but can't get it to go. Borsellino is surrounded by 4 Paraguayan players and has it stripped away. Verhejos goes to the basket, kicks it out to Riveros. Lopez almost loses it, takes the shot. It's a tough shot and he comes up short. Perotti now. Iglesias to Fittipaldo. Borsellino sets the screen, flashes to the basket. Beautiful play by Borsellino, but he can't get the basket to go. Does everything else right. Riveros now for Paraguay. Skips it to the corner. Nice little shake by Barrero, though, and gets the 2. Beautiful play. Strong upper body move by Barrero for the 2. Takes him to 5 points, brings the lead down to single digits. Vidal battling his way up over the half, and Riveros a little bit over-eager on the defensive end, reaching in. Vidal doesn't look the most comfortable on the ball, so maybe a little bit of added pressure will help for the Paraguayans. Passos comes back into the game, and what a man mountain he is. Standing 207 tall, the 33-year-old. An offensive foul has been called, though. Pushing foul is called. And Peralta picks up his third foul. Let's have a look at this one. And yeah, pretty clear. Peralta's pushed his man into the screen. Again, right in front of two officials, so an easy one for them to call as Viejos comes up over the half. Lopez sets the screen, almost a moving screen though. Oh, a big shot by Viejos. And Paraguay are creeping their way back into this one. Down to a 6-point ball game now. Peralta kicks it out, long shot, no good though. And that Viejos three really has sparked the crowd into life. Peralta fakes the three, steps back for three. Oh, that would have been a huge shot. Sanchez grabs the rebound, but the shot clock's not going to reset. There's only 5 seconds left. Oh, Viejos almost gets the circus shot and one. Can't get the basket to go, but he will go to the line for 2 shots. Vidal picks up his second foul, and this is a show of it. Yeah, puts too much body onto him. Great play by Viejos. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. Could bring it down to just a 4-point ball game with just under a minute to play in this third quarter. Paraguay certainly on the ascendancy. Viejos gets the first to go. He's up to 4 points personal. Although he hasn't scored many points, he's definitely been influential for Paraguay. Can't get the second to go. And Vidal picks up the rebound for Uruguay. 5-point lead for Uruguay. Fittipaldo now with Passos. Passos gets it in the low post. Good quick movement. Vidal for 3. Off left with that one, and Viejos picks up the rebound. 5th rebound of the game for him. Less than a second differential between shot clock and game clock, so Paraguay will look to take the final shot of the quarter. Viejos has lost it though, but he managed to get to Peralta. Peralta from outside, off the iron and out. Barrero tries to save it, but can't. I think that will be the end of the third quarter. A scramble to finish the third quarter, but Paraguay have worked their way back into this one. End of the third quarter, Paraguay 42, Uruguay 47. Everything on the line for Paraguay, and they are not going to give up without a fight here in Asunción. Paraguay 42, Uruguay 47, end of the third quarter. Well, welcome back to Asunción, and if you're enjoying this game as much as I am, make sure you share that on social media using hashtag #ThisIsMyHouse. There's some of the stats for you from the game so far, and you can see that the Paraguayan numbers are creeping up, and that is shown mostly in the score as it's down to just a 5-point ball game, with Paraguay winning that third quarter 14-12. Can they carry it through though? Paraguay, this is a must-win game. They lose and their World Cup dreams come to an end. If they win, they extend their hopes to Sunday. If they win, they need to beat Panama by 21 points or more on Sunday. But absolutely anything is possible here at the 2019 FIBA World Cup qualifications. And that man, Gabriel Peralta, has been leading the charge, picking up 2 big one-handed dunks in that third quarter, whilst Peralta has been corralling things for his team. And here's the other dunk from Peralta, and it shows how much this means for him. A big one-handed dunk and a big fist pump to get the crowd and his team into the game. And there's your quarter breaks. They were tied at the end of the first. Uruguay stole the second quarter. Paraguay sneaked the third. Where does this fourth quarter lie? But you have a feeling whoever wins the fourth quarter will win the game. 10 more minutes for Paraguay to fight their way back into this and for them to keep their 2019 FIBA World Cup dreams alive. Viejos. Peralta. Barrero now. Uses a screen by Lopez. Goes up against Passos. Riveros floats inside with the left hand. It's down to just 3 points now. Parodi. Foul by Viejos. And that's the first basket for Riveros. This could be a great battle between the two guards. Parodi and Viejos have been quite instrumental in both their teams' successes respectively this evening so far. Cabot now back to the top to Fittipaldo. To Calfani. Too heavy on that one, and Lopez will grab the rebound. Riveros now going up against Passos. Tries to feed it along the baseline. A little bit too much tempo behind Riveros, then get caught up in the game slightly. Needs to be under control. Baseline ball for Paraguay. Into Peralta. Viejos back, tough move by Lopez. Can't get it to go, and Uruguay will try and get out in transition. Fittipaldo slows it down though. Back to Cabot. To Fittipaldo. Fittipaldo's fouled by Lopez. 2 early fouls by Paraguay. That could be costly at the latter stages, especially as that's Lopez's 4th foul. Easy call for the officials. Lopez reaching in. Fittipaldo now using the screen set by Passos. Comes back the other way though. Looking to find just a slight glimmer of light down the lane. Inside to Passos. He looks to go to work and he's fouled by Peralta. No, he's not. That's going to be a shot clock violation. Passos with too many fakes and unaware that the shot clock was running down. What looked like a dead cert 2 points for Uruguay has turned into a turnover ball. Look at the shot clock above the basket. Too many pump fakes by Passos. And he's too late to go up, and the shot clock violation is called. Viejos now. That's 14 turnovers by Uruguay. That's going to be seen by too many as Coach Signorelli. He'll want a lot less than that. Riveros now. Looking to drive inside. Pulls up. Can't get the 2 to go, but he will go to the line for 2 shots. As Cabot fouls him. That's Cabot's third foul. Beautiful handle there by Riveros and puts Cabot onto the back foot, which is always a bad place to be as a defender. You're letting the offensive player dictate the play completely, and you're more than likely going to get called for the foul. Catala will come back into the game and look to impose himself. Lopez goes out of the game for Paraguay. Cabot's gone out of the game for Uruguay as Riveros goes to the line for 2 absolutely crucial free throws. Doesn't get the drop on the first. It's these mistakes that could be so costly for Paraguay. As Coach Arono looks on from the bench. In and out on the second, but a huge rebound by Barrero. And the ball comes back out. Is he going to make a double move? Gets the jump shot off. It's too heavy though, and it's off the iron and out. Uruguay breathe a sigh of relief, and it's out to Calfani. 2 off the glass. Great transition basketball by Uruguay. as they look to steady the ship in what has been a bit of a frantic phase of play for them. Viejos now back to Peralta. Peralta's been so influential tonight for Paraguay. Riveros looks to drive to the basket. Tough move off the glass. Gets the two. He's looking to contribute heavily. Just his second basket of the game, though. But it's still just a 3-point ball game. Calfani. To the corner. Fittipaldo can't get it to go. Sorry. Catala can't get it to go. Riveros now to Araujo. In and out for Araujo. He really hasn't had a great evening. Only 3 from 14 from the field. Only 8 points to his name. Fittipaldo now is fouled by Viejos. Officials just asking him to stay calm. A little bit of trash talking between the two. Either way, it's going to be a sideline ball for Uruguay. Third team foul of the quarter for Paraguay. 6:46 to play. That could play a part in this game. Perotti clearly fouled. By Riveros, and that now puts Paraguay over the team foul limit, and Uruguay will go to the free throw line on the next foul. Calfani at the top. To Perotti. Perotti trying to shape up, find a gap. Shot clock down to 4. Will they get a shot off? Yes, they will. It's not good enough to go, though, and it's come off the hands of Viejos, and it's going to be a Uruguayan ball on the baseline with 14 seconds put back onto the shot clock. Paraguay 46, Uruguay 49. It really is edge of your seats time here in Asuncion. Passos now. Long shot from Catala. Sorry, not from Catala. From Fittipaldo. Riveros. To Barrero. Goes inside to Araujo. Can't get it to go, though, and it's knocked away. That was always going to be a difficult pass. Calfani. Quick ball movement. Wide open. Perotti. Can't get it to go. Passos battling for the rebounds. No joy for him as Barrero comes back with it. Riveros is open for 3. Won't take the 3, though. Peralta will drive to the basket. Draws contact. And 1 for Peralta. How big is that basket going to be here this evening? Peralta certainly come to play. He's up to 16 points, 8 rebounds, and he's going to go to the line to tie the game. What a big time play by Gabriel Peralta. 5:44 left on the clock. Can Paraguay break the form book? Can they upset the odds? Can they keep their World Cup dreams alive? And the game is tied. 49 to Paraguay, 49 to Uruguay. And the decibels go up a few notches here in the arena. Fittipaldo for Uruguay, inside to Passos. Passos, he's easily fouled. Officials calling the foul. Waiting to see the call. Need some clarity from the officials. Not sure what we have. Just need some clarity. Passos goes to the basket. Not sure if the official blew his whistle for a foul and changed his mind. We're just waiting for it to be clarified. It looks like that is the case. He looks like he's blown his whistle for a foul, but then changed his mind. It's still going to be a Uruguayan ball on the baseline, though. Out to Catala. 7 left on the shot clock. Parodi. To Catala for 3. In and out. Big rebound by Barredo. Can Paraguay take the lead? My goodness me. A huge phase of play for Paraguay now, and the crowd know it because they're on their feet. Viejos to Barredo for 3. Comes up short with that one, and the Paraguayan team on the bench on their feet. Fittipaldo uses the Horns offense. Nothing opens up for him in front of him though. Looks to go one-on-one. Into the corner, Catala. Shot clock down to 6. Fittipaldo comes up short. Rebound by Viejos. He's up to 7 rebounds to go with his 4 points. Araujo to Viejos. Comes back inside. 3-throw line jumper. Too heavy. Big rebound by Parodi. Can he have it stolen away? No, he manages to get it up over the half. Good ball movement by Uruguay, but they slow it down. They're staying calm. Parodi now, using the screen by Passos. Parodi, little shake, pulls up. Nice pass to Passos. Big right-handed hook for the 2. Uruguay take their lead back. 4 minutes left in this one. And the game is in the balance. Paraguay's World Cup dreams are in the balance. My goodness me, not a time to make a mistake like that. Riveros throws the ball away. And coach Luis Orono will call a timeout to talk it over. He needs to calm the nerves of his team. They're in this game. Their World Cup is still alive. The win is still on the cards, but they need to stay calm. They need to carry on. Well, let's listen into the Paraguay timeout.
Marcos, Bruno, Lucho con el balón, Atila, Seba, ¿la entendido? Sale Bruno, no se la des, poné el bloqueo acá, abrí, y abrí acá, Seba, y Atila, ganá inside, sellalo, pasá por delante, sellalo, gol y foul. Bueno, si no hay nada, si no hay nada, nos partimos con Seba, ¿está? Y le jugamos, vamos adentro, está en el colectivo y nosotros tenemos 2 faltas, vamos adentro.
Back into the game here in Asunción, and absolutely everything is on the line for Paraguay. Uruguay, they've already progressed, but they really don't want to leave without the win. It will affect their future qualification chances. For Paraguay, it's do or die right now. Leave with the win or give up on the chance of making it to China for the 2019 FIBA World Cup. Parodi. Goes to Izaguirre. Back to Fittipaldo. Passos will come up and set the screen. It's almost stolen away, is it? It's knocked out of bounds. It's off a Uruguayan hand. It will be a Paraguay ball. Oh, that's not a sight that the Paraguayan fans will want to see. Peralta has been absolutely crucial for them this evening. He's holding his hand. Let's hope it's only a slight knock and that he can carry on, because for Paraguay to win this game, he is going to play a big, big part. He's got 17 points and 8 rebounds to his name, and I'm sure that's not where he's going to stop. 3.5 minutes left on the game clock. 49 to Paraguay, 51 to Uruguay. Nothing could be better balanced than this. Riveros inbounds the ball. Ubertech hands it back to Riveros. Into Araujo. Araujo now to the slicing Peralta. And Alejandro Peralta just throws it away. Cabot slows it down. Hands it to Fittipaldo. To Parodi. In and out. Big fight for the rebound, and Ubertech will pick up the loose ball for Paraguay. This game really is going to go down to the wire for you. Ubertech now uses the Peralta screen into the hands of the Lojo against Passos. Steps inside. Tough move. Big rejection by Izaguirre. Hasn't had much time on the floor, but he's made a big impact with that play. Parodi now for Uruguay. Oh, spin move to the basket. It's rejected, though, by Araujo, and Ubertech will bring it back the other way. Little hesitation to Riveros to Peralta. Drives inside. Can he get the two? Comes up short. Waiting for the call. Whistle's been blown. Not too sure why the whistle's been blown. Peralta open for the three, doesn't take it. He's got Riveros on the perimeter open for the three as well. Izaguirre's been called. Has he for the foul, or where are we? And this is the thing with a game like this. Every single call from the officials really does impact the game, but it's going to be a Uruguayan ball on the sideline. Paraguay still one timeout remaining. Uruguay have got their two. Cabot now puts the ball inbounds to Vidal. Being guarded by Riveros. Comes back out to Fittipaldo. Passos setting the screen. The big man setting an immovable object to get around. And Peralta can't quite get around it. And that's left Araujo to foul him. And the basket is good. What a play by Fittipaldo. That takes him to 10 points, but more importantly for Uruguay, it takes the lead out to 4. And if he can connect from the charity stripe, it could be a 5-point lead. What a play by Bruno Fittipaldo. He really has shown up in the two games before this one, averaged 20.5 points per game. 50% from the perimeter. Hasn't had the same impact tonight. He's only on 10 points, 4 from 11, so he's not had it his own way. Connects with the bonus, though, and how important could that play be with 1:45 left on the game clock? Timeout has been called. As both teams go to their benches to plot the final stages of this one. Paraguay really do need the win. They'll have to turn around a 5-point deficit with only 1:46 to go. Let's have a listen to Coach Orono.
Mano. No, y el 4 le pasa la pelota para ir para abajo. Hay que tener a uno que no quiere defender.
Exacto. Y si no, jugás cuerno. ¿Te ha entendido? Aquí la cae, jugás cuerno, no juegues más el pica la pala. Del lado del 4, al lado de Seba. Está claro, aquí la cae y Seba, sacás a Bruno de este lado. Una continuidad, sacás a Bruno de este lado. ¿Ah?
Both teams working hard there on the benches, but the importance of this is absolutely unreal. A little over 90 seconds left to play here in Asunción, and Paraguay may have a little over 90 seconds, sorry. 1 minute 45 left of their dreams to make it to the FIBA World Cup finals in China. They'll have to overcome the 5-point deficit. Ubertech now into Sanchez. He's fouled by Cabot. That's only going to be the third team foul of the quarter for Uruguay. Fourth team foul for Cabot, though. That puts him on the edge. It's going to be a baseline ball for Paraguay. And that comes in to Barrero. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez now pulls up for the three. Too much on that one, and the foul's going to be called on Barrero, which will send Uruguay to the free-throw line. And as I said early in the quarter, I did wonder if those early fouls in the quarter were going to cause problems later on, and they absolutely are now. Every time Paraguay foul, it's likely Uruguay are going to add to the scoreboard. Fittipaldo at the line for 2 shots. Connects with the first, and is this Fittipaldo hammering an extra nail in the coffin of Paraguay's chances. It certainly feels that way. 90 seconds to play though. Still plenty of time on the clock for Paraguay to make a move. Been a very low scoring affair once again for Paraguay, but thankfully for them, Uruguay have followed. Peralta throws the 3 up, can't get that to go. Sanchez with the offensive rebound though, goes into the post to Barrero. Peralta drives to the basket strong, hands it off to Araujo. He's blocked by Izaguirre, and Peralta grabs the rebound. Shot's got to go up from Araujo, and thankfully for Uruguay, Vidal grabs the rebound. I'm sure that Paraguay needs to be applying a little bit more pressure, and Barrero's called for another foul. Surely this is the end of Paraguay's chances of winning this one. That's the 4th foul on Barrero. That's going to send Vidal to the line for 2 shots. Vidal plies his trade for Regatas Corrientes in Argentina top league. He's played in all 5 of Uruguay's World Cup qualifiers so far. Providing backup point guard duties, connecting with both clutch shots there. Out to a 9-point lead. Paraguay really going to have to score and score fast. They can't go a possession without scoring now. Back out to Peralta for 3. Too heavy with that one, and the fight for the rebound comes out to Araujo. Barrero for 3. Too heavy with that one. Another offensive rebound though. Ubertech this time. It's knocked out of bounds by Izaguirre, and it's going to be a Paraguayan ball on the baseline. 36.8 seconds to go. Paraguay need to get points on the board. Their World Cup chances are fading. Peralta for 3. Off the glass and out. Passos tries to grab the rebound. Vidal does. And I think that might be the end of the game. 6-second differential shot clock, game clock. Vidal drives to the basket, misses the wide open layup. Ubertech comes back the other way. Sanchez pulls up for the 3, can't get it to go. Vidal now with the rebound, and they'll surely just run out the clock as Uruguay secure the win here in Asuncion. That takes Uruguay onto a 4-win, 1-loss record. And sadly for Paraguay, that spells the end of their World Cup dreams for this year. That's their 5th loss. And that sees their chances of moving forward to the 2nd qualifying round disappear. What that does do for Group A is mean that Uruguay, Argentina and Panama will progress. But here in Asuncion, Paraguay 49, Uruguay 58 is our final score in what has been an enjoyable game. Plenty of emotions out on the floor and plenty of determination from both teams. Group A will conclude on Sunday as Uruguay welcome Argentina, whilst Paraguay will host Panama on Sunday. But the final score here tonight is Paraguay 49, Uruguay 58. Uruguay strengthen their position in the 2nd phase, whilst it will be back to the drawing board for Paraguay, and they'll have to wait another 4 years to get their chance at World Cup glory. There's some statistics for you. The 3-point shooting from Paraguay hurt them. 4 from 23 isn't good enough at this level. It also showed on the assists. Uruguay played a much more team-style basketball, while Paraguay relied on individual talent. Turnovers for both teams weren't pretty, but Uruguay's defense, 7 blocks. That really does tell you about the intensity of the Uruguayan defense on the interior. Look at the game leaders. Peralta had a huge game for Paraguay, almost a double-double, 17 points, 9 boards. Fittipaldo, the big play for Uruguay, 13 points and 3 assists. Peralta also leading Paraguay for steals with 3, whilst Calfani has 2. And Izaguirre didn't play many minutes. Only played 11.5 minutes, but picked up 3 blocks in that 11.5 minutes, and crucial play from Izaguirre. But that concludes the act.